That is nuts, bro. So here's the deal. Dark days. If you really look at it, this had to do a lot with...
the hatred of Miami?
No, man. I can't remember which year it was, bro, but I know...
Miami has gone through two seasons of dark days. There's the first in the early 90s.
Okay.
After Michael Irving and Benny Blades all went up to the NFL, and we went through the first booster situation in Orlando because of Uncle Luke and all this other crap. Yeah, if you guys are old enough to remember that, right? Which we got over fairly quickly when Butch Davis came in '96 and turned the program around and got us back to the winning ways.
That's right.
All right, but after Butch Davis left, we had a couple of good seasons, but then the Ponzi scheme.
That's what I was going to get into. And you're talking about early 2000s, right?
Mid 2000s, right. But we've never really recovered since then.
And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, yeah, sure, we haven't been winning as much, but the reason why is because we low-key, our recruiting abilities have gone down because of that. And I'm not going to say, listen, this is college football. This happens in college basketball, especially in college ball.
Yeah.
Round ball. You know what I mean? Like that you distribute a little bit of money to your players, you wean them in, you pay off mommy's house, you give mommy a new house. You know what I mean? That's how you're able to get these players. I mean, and I'm not saying it's right. I think it's wrong, but this is a culture that has been embedded in NCAA
for a long time.
For the two of the most major sports in the United States. And remember, college football back in the day was higher ranking as far as ratings and everything than NFL. I mean, if you made it a college ball, you're basically the best. They had more airtime than the NFL back in the day until, I'd say, within the past 20 years, NFL has definitely overpassed that. But what I'm trying to say is, like, we have issues recruiting, and we have been restricted because of everything that's happened. And we get hounded on, bro, by the NCAA.
Way more than any other school. Way more.
Probably.
No, it's fact. Here's the deal, right? Ohio State can have a booster situation, but because it's Ohio State and because it's Middle America and because
let's come on with it. Don't hold back, bro.
It's not. I'm trying to find the right words. It's not holding back. It's because they're better looking to the public eye.
Okay.
And I mean whitewash, right? People are willing to overlook what happens in Ohio State, what happens in Florida, as in the University of Florida.
Right.
Right? And what happens, in Texas. The only other team to get the kind of death penalty, SMU. Like Miami, was SMU.
But Miami didn't get the death penalty.
We damn near did.
Almost, but didn't. I mean, there's a big difference. You know what I mean? But, like, yeah, I 100% agree with what you're saying.
But here's the deal. Because, look, man, I love my brothers and sisters in South Florida, but there's a reason we're that way because we have to be.
You gotta be, bro.
We gotta be. And you're gonna tell me that you're gonna recruit from one of the most talent-rich pools in the nation where every other fucking school in America sends 90% of their recruiting power to South Florida. And that's a fucking fact.
100%.
That's a fact. They don't send them to Texas. They don't send them to fucking California. You know where they send them? Draw a line from Daytona to Tampa. That's where every recruiter from every major university in the United States.
They want to see these Florida boys.
They want to see every Florida high school star player from freaking Boone all the way down to Miami Northwestern and Homestead. All right? They want to see these players play. You know why? Because they might not be the smartest, but damn, they can fucking play.
That's right.
And you know what? It fucking works out. I guarantee, look in the NFL. They might have not gone to school in Florida, but where's that birth certificate from, homie?
Florida. I mean,
Florida. And people can say Texas this, Texas that. Yeah, Texas. You guys have a lot of players because of the sheer size.
Right.
Right? And there are some dope-ass football players here.
100%.
And football culture in Texas, I think it's probably deeper because of the way they're so passionate about it. But when I'm talking about pure talent and players...
Well, I think for Texas, there's just more money into the cities because in Florida, let's be honest, Florida's hoods are hood. It's not It's not hood like here. It's different. Like for example, people here in Florida play Pee Wee football Sunday nights under the light. Pee Wee football. You're talking about 9-10-year-olds.
Yeah.
It's not like that in Florida. You're playing Saturday morning, right? At the same time with college ball because you're not going to miss your football game on Sunday.
Yeah.
It's passionate in a different way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like it's and the programs aren't there. Why? Because there isn't a lot of money in low income, low income areas in the state.
I mean, they say that. I mean, there's that show. What is it? Tiny Tykes or whatever it is.
That show's really good. The Texas ones.
Yeah, but if they do that shit in South Florida, bro, and some of those leagues out there, you get the same fucking shit.
No, yeah. I mean, for example, I played in 2 leagues when I was a little kid. I mean, I played. So that was 9 until 19. When I first started off playing, was in Miami Lakes. It was an Optimist club, and we would play from city to city. So Miami Lakes, we would play against Carroll City. We would play against. We were playing, against all the surrounding cities.
I played in Orlando in the Kissimmee League.
Really?
Yeah, with the Kissimmee Panthers.
So you played on the city league.
Yeah.
Okay, so for example, and I'm gonna break this down. This is Florida. This is different. This is what I told my friend the other day. Florida has a farm system for the high school.
Yeah.
So with Pop Warner, every high school has a Pop Warner team started off from 5-year-olds all the way into 8th grade. That's why when I moved to Orlando, that's what I started playing for University Cougars. It was my my 8th grade year, and then that led to go into the freshman team and then to varsity.
That's why Florida high school rivalry games are ridiculous.
Yeah, because you've been playing against each other
since you were 5.
I mean,
at least in my case, since I was 12. But
bro,
yeah,
it's tough, bro, and it's balls to the wall.
And if you ain't good, you ain't playing. That's straight up. Straight up, it's like, nah, everybody plays. Yeah, that's what they tell the parents. Right? If you ain't good, you ain't fucking playing.
Yeah.
Right?
You're not even taking a snap on kickoff, bro. If you don't kick off, you somewhat good. Like you can play, you can hit, you fast, you can do something. Yeah. I
sucked. I didn't get good till like sophomore year, bro. Like seriously. I got good in sophomore year, that's when I got put on defense first string. And that was like late. Like, all the people that I grew up playing with, they was straight up out of high school. First year in high school, they started freshmen, and from some of these guys mid-year through freshman season, they got bumped up to varsity.
Wow.
Like, one, our varsity sucked, so they needed the talent. So they bring up anybody that had any talent. And 2, it was like, if you're good, you're fucking good. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, I don't remember any high school in Florida, even the shitty teams, they have some fucking talent.
Yeah.
Fucking talent.
That's exactly how I describe my high school football team. We were so good, but as a team, we were trash. But we had, bro, I'm going to tell you right now, our quarterback, he's Curtis Riley. Shout out to you, Slow. Right now he plays, he's a safety for the Oakland Raiders.
Fuck.
And he was a quarterback, but he was varsity since 10th grade, bro.
Huh?
He was always a speed above everybody else. He was a step above everybody else. I mean, you couldn't touch this man in practice.
Yeah, like, straight up. Look, I went to high school in the same era as Brendan Merriweather, Jeff Demps. These are all Pro Bowl players at this point in their careers.
I mean,
Jeff Demps. Who else? Fucking.
I could even mention lower tier guys that still went on to D1 but didn't make it to the pros. I mean, you got, for example, we have Nico Rivera. He was quarterback for Dr. Phillips, and then you also had...
Oh, fuck, I forgot about that dude.
Yeah, and then we also had...
What was your running back? That big-ass motherfucker.
Embry Peoples.
Oh, my God.
He went to Georgia Tech.
Dude, that dude was a man amongst boys.
He really was.
He was like 240, running the ball like if he was an all-pro.
Tatted up and grilled up and blue. When we played against him, I mean, we got smacked. I'm not
gonna
lie.
Bro, you remember playing... Like, I didn't play against him, but I remember YouTube back in like 07, 08. Like, the team that everybody was watching across the nation was Lakeland High School. Lakeland High School. The Dreadnoughts.
I don't know.
Where Ray Lewis went to school.
Well, yeah, but that was more like a... For me, I paid attention to 6A ball. Like, I don't like...
They were 6A.
But they were so far into the state where we didn't even touch that. You know what I mean? For me, it was more like... We went as far... For me, Apopka. That team... I mean...
Apopka's ridiculous.
Apopka and Edgewater. Those 2 teams are always going to state.
Apopka, Edgewater... Lakeland was one of them. Miami Northwestern was another one. St. John's was another one down in Miami. The team out of Tampa. What's that fucking name?
I don't remember, but I know Glades. The Glade Central was also
Glade Central. Fuck, dude.
That's the first team that had the grills.
Yeah, and then you got fucking you got some of the other private schools like Bishop Moore.
Oh yeah.
Then you got fucking freaking dude. Every high school in Florida, like a lot of them, a lot like Texas has a lot of great schools. Do not misunderstand me. They really do. But when you look at these national rankings and you see Florida school after Florida school after Florida school after Florida school, you're like, there's something in the fucking water.
It's just...
Is it the heat? I don't know.
It's just...
We play year-round. That's what it is.
Well, that is... And also, I feel like Florida people are so aggressive, bro. That, like, you just get put on football just to relieve stress, and you wind up loving it so much. Just like hitting people, bro. That's my deal. Like, yeah, like you want to, you're bred to love football in Florida.
Yeah. Too bad I was too short, too Puerto Rican, and not black enough.
Yeah, bro. But our kids maybe one day. But
no, not my kids. My kids ain't playing football.
Tim Tebow. When he played for the Gators,
fuck him.
06, 08, 3-year period, it was probably one of the most
I hated that guy.
Dreadful.
Stop it.
3 years in college football history for me because the fact that the Gators were on national TV all the time. They won the championship under Tebow. They also had Dempsey in the school, which was unreal. I mean, he was one of the fastest people I've seen, period.
I tackled him when I was playing in high school.
No way.
Yeah.
Did it hurt? Dude,
I tackled him. He was so skinny at the time. It was just like hitting like bone.
Just boom, boom. Quick.
Bro, I almost didn't catch him. So he runs the play for Satellite, because he was playing for Satellite at the time.
You went all the way to Satellite to play?
Dude, we played when I was in high school, R68, our Gateway, we played Dr. Phillips. Okay. We played Freedom.
We played Freedom too.
I think we played Colonial. We played Colonial back in the 07,
really?
08, yeah. Those were the three like in-city ones, and then Satellite was also in our division. What the fuck? Not Cypress. What's the other one? Oak something.
Oak Ridge.
We played Oak Ridge.
That was your division?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was
like all over the place.
It was called the Orange Belt Division, but they changed it the year I graduated. Like the year I graduated, it was like a whole new different.
You graduated 08?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I graduated 09.
So like the year I graduated, like that season, like what they considered the Orange Belt Division got expanded, and it was like Orange Belt East and Orange Belt West.
Did you play against West Orange?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So my division, we played Dr. Phillips, Oak Ridge, Freedom, and then we also played Satellite, Melbourne, and one more team to round out the division, plus a couple of...
You sure wasn't Cypress on there? Cypress wasn't on there?
Cypress was on there, but they weren't in our bracket.
Oh, was it Wakaiba?
Yeah, Wakaiba.
You think so?
I think so. It was weird how I don't know how it is now, so I can't even pull it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was some weird deal where my freshman year it was only a 10-team division, and it was split down 5 games were district games, and then 5 non-district games. Then by my senior year, when I finally got to start, it was they bumped up the division because of like Narcoossee got added to this roster and all this other like a bunch of schools got added, and it was like now you guys are not only playing South Orlando teams, but you're playing like coastal teams too.
That's nuts because those coastal teams are really good.
They are good, but
I played against Space Coast and Pop Warner. I've never seen some of the fastest beach white boys I've ever seen in my life.
Bro.
They were tough, bro. So
we played Satellite, right? Mm-hmm. And Jeff Demps played at the time. He played for Satellite. He was a senior with the same year I was a senior. So I was like upset that he got picked up and he wasn't that big and I wasn't bigger. So whatever. He had the speed. He had the talent. I had none of it. So long story short, I remember the one tackle that I got on him. We're playing a 4-3 and I'm playing inside nose.
Right. 3 technique.
And all of a sudden, they love to run the sprint with him, the sprint option with him back there. So the quarterback, boom, he runs a sprint option out to him. He's so fucking fast. Let him get to the corner. So he's gonna beat you anyway.
Right.
And our linebacker at the time, which was Rylan, shout out to Rylan, bro. I hope you're recovering well. Or he recovered well. He got shot like a year ago in downtown Orlando. He cut him off, and Jeff Demps came right towards me, and I just straight up wrapped him up, and then like